How's it going, guys? Needless Space here, and today we're going to be talking about the game Grounded and the best tips and tricks to help you survive a life in the backyard. Welcome to the channel with fast and easy guides to get straight to the point. So Grounded is a new game by Obsidian Entertainment that has you play the role of a shrunken down kid lost in a backyard. You'll be fighting off bugs, gathering materials, building bases, and much more. So first off, I want to talk about one of the first things you'll see in the game, the field stations. You're going to want to be gathering up as many different items as you can and bring them to these field stations to get analyzed. This is going to unlock more crafting materials and recipes to help you survive in the backyard. Now, you can only analyze so many items before it won't let you anymore, and it has a 10-minute cooldown. Luckily, there is more than one field station. There are plenty scattered throughout the map, and when you do find them, they will be marked on your map so you can reach them later. The next tip is to pick a good spot to start building your base. So near the starting location, you'll come across this item here called the Mysterious Machine. You're going to be spending a lot of time around here during the story mission, so you want to find a spot somewhat close to this. I highly recommend building near a juice box, as it will periodically drip some juice that refills your thirst and hunger meter at the same time. It also provides great cover, and you can easily spot them from a distance. The next tip is to pay attention for perks on your armor. So before long, you'll notice you'll have to start fighting bugs to gather materials. And in order to fight those bugs, you need to craft weapons and, more importantly, armor, because you will die very fast, especially from some of the larger bugs. But not only does armor provide great defense stats, you will also notice if you hover over and inspect the armor, different armor types will give you perks. Like when I equip this ant helmet here, I will be able to haul more materials at a time. After a while, you'll notice some of these perks appearing on crafted weapons as well. So just because you find another set of armor with better defense, it doesn't mean you should throw out the last, as it could be used specifically for a certain task. The next tip is to avoid spiders at all costs. So most bugs, especially during the beginning of the game, you'll notice they won't attack you really unless they're provoked. But spiders, on the other hand, will chase you down no matter what and almost instantly kill you. So stay away from spider dens, anywhere where you're going to see spider webs hanging around. Basically, if you see any signs of a spider, run in the other direction. The next tip is to watch out for dewdrops. So you'll notice when you start playing Grounded that you do have a thirst meter, and you will need to find clean water fairly quickly. Dewdrops are usually hanging from blades of grass, and you can find some pebbles to throw at them to knock them down. Once they're on the ground, you can just drink from them. And occasionally you will find some that are already on the ground. You can also drink from dirty puddles, but this isn't recommended because when you do, you get sick and you'll start losing HP. So if you get desperate and have to drink from a puddle, just make sure you bring some food with you. Another great tip is to make use of your block and movement during combat. So when you're fighting certain bugs, it's pretty easy to notice when they're about to attack. So make sure you start to block right beforehand, or just straight up move out of the way. This will save you so much time and effort when it comes to staying alive. Another great tip is to make use of trail markers. So when you get the hang of crafting, you'll notice plenty of different recipes to use, and one of them is to make trail markers. Now, when you place these down, you can basically set up which emblem you want to be marked on it and which color. This is a great way to mark your base location or any vital areas where you need to gather resources. A lot of locations will be marked on your map as well, but if you're in a tough situation, you don't really want to stop and pull up your map because that'll definitely get you eaten. Now, the next tip, which actually took me a while to figure out, is to make use of your vertical space. So basically anything you see in the game you can actually climb up onto and it'll hold your weight. Even the little clovers you can use as stepping stools. This is very useful in case you get lost and need to find a specific landmark, or if you're being chased down by a certain bug that you're not equipped to fight at the moment, you can climb up and they won't chase you up there. But be very careful because in this game you can take fall damage. Which brings us to our next tip. Try and find a Dandelion Tuft early in the game. So you can easily spot dandelions growing from afar, and if you venture out towards them, sometimes you'll find a tuft nearby on the ground, or if you don't, you can just bring along an axe with you and hack it down and pick one up. You can equip a Dandelion Tuft in your glider slots, and essentially the way these work is if you're jumping off an edge or falling from a high distance, you can hold down the shift button, pull it out, and safely glide down without taking any damage. You can craft gliders after a bit, but Dandelion Tufts are the easiest way to get one right off the bat. Alright guys, well I hope these tips and tricks will get you started on the right foot when it comes to surviving in the backyard. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. As always, I will catch you guys in the next one, and good luck and have fun.